Morning, y'all. I just thought I'd do a video. I have a mess on my garden to clean up. And there's that hibiscus that's looking pretty good. This one here, I'm still having to spray it every now and then for the aphids. They'll die back, ants will get on there and eat them up. And then they'll come back. See, like there, right there, they're all over the place. So I'm gonna have to take care of that, and it looks pretty dry too. This is my crepe myrtle I got rooted off a branch of this white one right here. See how overgrown everything is? There's Tim's tomatoes. Got him some more tomatoes started. These are bigger ones. We're hoping they'll give us bigger tomatoes. Last one was Roma tomatoes, and they were little and hard. I think it was too hot for them. Anyway, here's our bush beans. They're tall and scraggly, but hoping they're gonna bush out and do a little, well, I guess they're doing pretty good. And there's our garden going all the way down. That's our thorny blackberries. Them things are mean. And we got some little collards right there. Little collards. And little cauliflower plants coming up. And then Tim's tomatoes out here ain't doing too good. I'm thinking it's too hot for them. But I still ain't planted the squash because it says it's too hot. But I need to wait. So I'm going to wait till October. About middle of October, I reckon, and then I'll seed that garden. I have a little blackberry that is a thornless variety, and I thought about putting it in that corner right there. I don't know how blackberries and squashes will do together, but I'll have to put a little trellis on that fence. But I think I might do it anyway. Just put it in that corner right there. I have a little trellis around there I can use. This here tree is some people call it a cherry guava. We call it a Catholic guava. And I'm going to try and get another one growing off this because it didn't fruit this year, and I think it's because of the shade of the fifth wheel. I trimmed it all back, and it's got that one little branch sprouting off of it right there. But I want to keep it trimmed back off of her trailer and just let it grow out here because we can grow year round here, but in the summertime here, the plants that they say is sun loving, planting full sun, you need, that's kind of sketchy. That's kind of sketchy because full sun's just about too much full sun. These here, I was gonna put in the ground right here, but my daughter don't want me putting nothing here in case she needs to put a ladder up on her trailer and get on the roof. She don't want to crush my plants, so I'm gonna respect her wishes and not plant nothing in that area. And this side starts her yard over here. But everything is getting so overgrown with this rain we've had. Look how that corn plant's growing up into that Schefflera. Tim cut these Scheffleras back after hurricane, I can't remember which hurricane it was. Anyway, he cut them back because they got broke, and it's really bushed out. So My thought today is I need to thin some things out. Look at this monstrosity. Look how big these leaves are. It is huge. I love it. My problem is I love plants. I don't like stunting them. I don't like pulling pups off and killing them. And then you wind up with too many plants. See this one here? It's got this one coming up out of it, and I ain't even sure what. Oh, that's one of those over there that's in the pond. So I guess when it went to flower, some seeds come over here because they weren't in this before. This artillery fern right here, that stuff comes up everywhere, and I don't like it taking over all my flower pots. So anyway, my thought today is I'm gonna go through and thin things up. Ain't this cool? This is like a dumb corn plant with a twist. Yeah. And this is its brother. See how full this is with this artillery fern? I think it's beautiful. I think it's a beautiful plant. But it is so invasive. Look at that. That's coming out the bottom holes. Yeah. I guess that's what I get for letting it live in one pot. Keep trying to get my niece and other people come get plants from me. They say they want them and then they never come. So look at that angel wing begonia. I just love that. Isn't that gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love it. And that's a staghorn I have had for years. This is a staghorn my son-in-law gave me. And then this is my brother-in-law's staghorn that I gave to my son-in-law, and he gave it back years later. And it wasn't doing so good, and now it's recovering. It's recovering. So this brings us back around to my patio garden. And look, my papayas. I want you to look at this. Look at here, my heliconias. Ain't they beautiful? Gorgeous. My curly leaf monstera or philodendron. That's my big monstera. That's a monster. There's my fountain. Bought that for $35, girls and boys. Yeah, I made that mushroom. But look at these papayas on my papaya plant. Maybe I can't wait for them to get done. And there's our banana plants over there. See our little pig? That's my little pig and his rooster buddy. And then here's my other big rooster. I just love him. Anyway, but see how my path is getting taken over? I love this fern. An old man that lived 2 houses down that way gave him to me years ago, Mr. LaGrange. And every time I walk past and look at it, I think of him. And then these are porter weeds, butterfly bushes. This one's a volunteer. I should have not let it volunteered. And these are my rose bushes. They're reaching for the sun. And then my Peggy Martin on that trellis, she got too much water. Oh, look at there. There's a green anole, y'all. When I was kids, we called them Florida chameleons because, where'd he go? Because they change colors. There he is. There he is, see? He's green. He's green. And if he gets on something brown, he turns brown. Changes colors. Whatever he's on, he turns that color. I have them all over my yard. Well, these live up in the trees. This one lives up in this tree up here. He comes down, he or she comes down to eat bugs and lay eggs. They lay eggs in the dirt of my plants. And I don't know, I don't think I posted it to my YouTube, but we have some baby black racers in our yard. The big black racers laid some eggs and they hatched. There's my rose bush. Oops, forgot. There's another rose bush. And then I come back around here and everything is so overgrown. The periwinkle's crawling out of the flower bed. This frangipani did not, it's a plumeria. I call it frangipani. Did not bloom this year. See, these are the regular brown lizards we have. And they fight with the green anoles. This is a brown anole. And they try to kill my green anoles. And I'm just really fond of the green ones. Just from childhood memories of catching them and playing with them. And then turning them loose. But anyway, brought my fan out here. Oh, I meant to get my shovel when I went around there. Oh, it's over here. Okay, that's good. So I'm gonna thin some of this out so you can see things like my sign. My sign right there, it says, "There's a healing in a garden where one longs for peace and pardon. Just inside the gate, no need to wait, for God is in the garden." I love that. That was my brother-in-law's. And I repaint it every couple years. And my deer is hiding under there. I repainted her. Or fawn, I should say. It's a fawn. Oh, it's a doe and a fawn. See, it's so hidden I can't remember what it is. Anyway, and my pink princess back here. And she goes on up the pole. And there's the top of her. But my Dieffenbachia, this one here has fallen over, so I need to find a pot for it. So I get new ones. And my angel here, she is getting covered up by this vine, and I do not want vines growing on her. Vines will ruin your paint. And I don't want that vine growing on her. So I need to thin everything out. My daughter found her in somebody's trash after Hurricane Ian. And she brought her to me. She's supposed to have a harp that lays right here in this. I painted her and then put this down there and hung a little bird house off her hand. Anyway, I'm going to work today on trying to thin things out. And it's like, look how this vine has grown up this pole. And just looking at that is so overgrown. And yeah, I filled my table up again. Got to fix that. But it's a hot mess, y'all. And I'm the one that takes care of it. So, oh, my swing. Brought my fan out. Hope it ain't too noisy. But, I get to sit on my swing right here. Put some Cutter bug spray on my legs so the mosquitoes don't drain me. Well, it'd take a lot of them, I reckon, but, you know. Anyway, I got a lot to do, so I guess I better get it done. And then when I get her done, get things cleaned out, cleaned up, I'll do another video to show y'all what I got done. And hopefully you'll be able to tell what I done. Because a lot of times I start doing things and the squirrel gets me, you know, like, squirrel. And you go over here to another section that really you weren't intending on working on. And then you get away from your main goal. And I do that all the time. But I got different nativities spotted out through my house, out here in the garden. That's one right there. And that's a little nativity. And I need to trim that down and so you can see it. And I just have different things in my garden, different pretties that's just nice to look at. They ain't treasures I store up because I could pitch them all in the garbage can and be done with them in a minute. They're just pretties. I mean, I don't think it's wrong to have possessions, but whenever you let them become more important to you than God or anything else, then it's time to turn loose. Get rid of that stuff. But God told me to walk away from it all. I'd do it in a minute. So I love you guys, and thanks for watching my videos, and y'all be blessed. Be a blessing when and where you can, and make somebody smile and tell them you love them. Love y'all. Later, Gators.